Hi, everyone. This is Tiffany, your host, owner, and creator of The Mix. Thank you for tuning into my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I wanted to hop on here really quickly to piggyback off my last video in regards to the TJ Holmes and Amy Robach situation. Breaking news, developing news based on Yahoo News. It seems as if they were no longer terminated. Yes, it looks like there has been some type of agreement with all parties involved. So I'm going to go ahead and read an excerpt from Yahoo News. It states that, according to Yahoo, Holmes and Robach enlisted high-powered attorneys to represent them after they were yanked off the air early in December. An insider told Yahoo News last week mediations was contentious at times, and it became clear there was absolutely no way the journalists could go back to their day-to-day routines at Good Morning America. TMZ reported also that Robach and Holmes were accused of various forms of misconduct to justify their firings. Various forms of misconduct. It's unclear what their reported exit deal included, but final terms have to had to have been agreeable. You can go to Yahoo News for more in-depth review on the article, and because there's more information. So that goes back to the question at hand. Well, since all parties have agreed amicably, it seems like, and I would love to get my hands on the agreement, but it looks like their attorneys, rightfully so, really advocated for them, had their back. So that right there, that is awesome. It really is, because that's what you hire an attorney for. However, it goes back to the question from yesterday. I'll just say, hypothetically speaking, this may resurface months from now. Do you believe TJ Holmes or Amy has some type of legal claim, even outside of the settlement or agreement, whatever the case that may be? Do you believe there is some type of legal claim that involving possibly pushing them out? Um, you know, do you believe that? This is really interesting. I'm not surprised in a sense that their attorneys were able to advocate for them this strongly. So they must have received a hefty payout. They must have received a hefty payout, a buyout. Nevertheless, do you believe the legal question still stands? Do you believe there is some type of legal um, claim or damages afforded to Amy or TJ in this situation? Because clearly they were, I guess, quote unquote, fired or pushed out because of their work relationship or extramarital affair at work, which I touched on before, that hey, this seems to be common in the workplace. So like an unspoken common type of thing. Not to say that it's right or wrong or whatever the case may be. I don't know where people stand from a moral perspective, but ethically, I don't know. Depends on the contract. It depends on that as well. So let me know your thoughts on this, with this developing news. So that kind of switches the conversation just a little bit, just a tad bit. So just let me know in the comment section your thoughts on this with this developing news. Again, seems as if all parties have agreed to go their separate ways from a business professional, and they must have received a hefty payout, a hefty buyout. I do believe they'll recover from this, TJ and Amy. Oh, and one last thing I know I mentioned in the last video on this is I posed the question: is Amy related to Sears Roebuck Company? Yeah, I did a little digging, and the spelling of her last name is totally different. So, although it sounds, the pronunciation sounds similar, two different last names. Her last name is spelled Robach, and Sears, the company, Roebuck is Roebu, Roebuck, excuse me, it's not even Roebuck, it's Roebuck. Yeah, Roebuck. So there you have it. With that, my pronunciations is kind of weak in some areas, but hey, whatever. No one is perfect. But yeah, let's get the conversation going. What do you think about this developing news that there has been an agreement with all parties involved. And like I stated, I do believe their attorneys really went to bat for them. And probably if it would have been litigated through court litigations, would have costed probably that network half, even more than probably what they've settled with. So let's get the conversation going. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know too if this resurfaces, comes back down the pipeline. Do you believe they still have a legal claim? Because they seem like they were pushed out, really. So because of their moral, I guess, compass or choice. And also, depending on what their contract said. I mean, I don't have access to their contracts. I don't know if there's some language or loopholes. And then also, too, I read last week somewhere that their attorneys were concerned, like, hey, is this the type of model or blueprint you follow for everyone? So that's another question as well. That's definitely another question. Is this selective? Are you just picking and choosing? Because as I stated before, wow, this is pretty much, it's a slippery slope, and it seems like it's been common in the workplace, in whatever industry you're in, whether it be law enforcement, whether it be legal, whether it be corporate America, whether it be banking, um, whether it be in the restaurant business, small and large shops, uh, technology corporations. Trust me, this is definitely common. But hey, we're living in a different climate now, and people are initiating lawsuits left and right, and rightfully so in some instances. And I'm saying that in some instances, because clearly with this, both of them, with Amy and TJ, both of them, this was mutual. So it wasn't, I'm gonna say it wasn't like the power type of structure. I don't think, unless I'm missing something, but it's alleged that this was mutual. Um, However, TJ, he's, according to other reports, is that Amy wasn't the only one, and there were subordinates under him. So that's when that power structure comes into play. But let's get the conversation going, you guys. Thank you all for tuning in to my channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you to all my subscribers. Thank you to those who will be subscribing, my future subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please continue to like, share, and comments, and also share it. Also, subscribe. Those who have yet to subscribe, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I will talk to you guys soon.